As a change maker or an activist, I have enough potential skills and knowledge regarding gender equality, human rights, democracy, and sustainable development rather than other members in the society. In addition, I have professionally talented to be an active social leader in order to promote rights, freedom, and development of the people with equal access and dignity. In addition to that, I have more than 8 years practical experience on designing development programs and implementing those for a social empowerment and changes with the management of civil society organization in the post-war context of Sri Lanka. And also I have significant links and contacts with the local and international communities, including international governments, to collectively address the common challenges and act to make tangible changes at the national and regional levels. So I hope that the above elements encourage me to act and contribute for sustainable social changes and making changes on vulnerable people's lives, especially rural women and the war affected people, for a better life. I always believe that the knowledge is more powerful tool to strive changes in the human life, and the knowledge is a time of memorable property for human. Therefore, I mostly propose and give knowledge and skills as an asset to the people through educational, capacity building, and empowerment activities to be always self-reliant and a problem solver to overcome their day-to-day issues and stand up to fight their rights, freedom, and basic needs with proper knowledge. Every day in my social activism, I have been facing lots of threats from armed groups and badly labeled by the government official and religious extremist groups who have political and other kind of power behind them. Because when I work for justice and democracy, at that time I have to challenge and address injustice, corruption, and human rights violation or inequality through my work. So if I address the faults of the persons, they feel me as an enemy and trying to damage my professional life through spreading rumors against my work and me in the society. There are several obstacles limits our success and directly influencing on achieving my program's objectives, which are control of the high official of the government on organizational activities, lack of access to represent at the national and international level, less power to influence on policy changes within the government structures, religious extremism when we talk about gender equalities or women leadership, and lack of funding opportunities for our projects from the donor agencies. These are the key obstacles for me in the current context. I don't know what will happen in my social journey, but if I face any challenges at that time, I can manage and mitigate it because I have the ability to face out any challenges at any moment. On the other hand, to reduce the further obstacle, I usually practice the right-based approach in every stage of my professional life. Therefore, I move forward without barriers. In addition to that, I always play the role as a mediator or facilitator in the social life, and I never been in the first or the second role when I work in the society. So these are the strategies always protect me from further incident. My hope is after 5 years I should be one of the globally recognized civil society leader and should have equal access and opportunities to directly influence at the Sri Lankan government and the international bodies including the United Nations, European Union and the Commonwealth or the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation on decision making process including policy and program developments. In addition, personally I should have more ability and capacity to take an active social leadership at the national and international levels to carry out my activism. That is my hope. I always feel that if I get knowledge or material which are related to my professional life, that means not only for me and also for my community. In addition, if I want to share my knowledge or skills, I have to share the lesson learned with others. So I propose that I will transfer the lesson learned of the Global Leaders Fellowship Program with local youth leaders and civil society organizations who have been working for development of the post-war affected people and the community in Sri Lanka.